Greetings viewers, welcome back to Kenny Chan's channel aka 讲车载. Now, I know it's been a long time since I uploaded a video and well, recently Hot Wheels had released something, at least in my area, they released something that I just had to make a video on because I felt like this is something really fresh to see, especially considering Hot Wheels nowadays trends and the tendency of releasing the castings that most likely is going to be imports, European stuff. So this is a very interesting stuff to see. So without further ado, I'm gonna just make a very quick explanation as to the situation here is that I don't have the packaging with me because, well, nowadays I don't really keep the packaging anymore, but I can tell you the name and I can show you the car right here. So what you're seeing here is the custom 31 Ford Model A, and you can see it from the base here, Ford Model A Custom 31 2025 Mattel, and the address for the European thing. So here's the model itself. Now what's interesting here is that this particular model, in this particular color scheme and this particular livery, is that it's a real car. Actually, it's based on the designer's car. I believe his name is Ian Callum. He's the one that designed the DB4 High Speed GT Edition, which let me just pull it out real quick. Right here, he's the one that designed this DB4 High Speed GT Edition. So this is his actual car, at least his own race car or his project car, and I think this looks awesome. Now if you notice the wheels, yes, the wheels, they are brand new wheels. I don't know what they eventually will call it. I think maybe they will call it a moving spokes or something, because this wheel is intended to mimic the moving wire wheels, possibly because wire wheels are a little bit too hard to mold, I guess. So they decided to basically make like a moving spokes kind of wheel and to mimic the wire wheels that is on the actual car. Now without further ado, let me talk about this model right here. So I'm gonna be honest here, I don't really know a lot about older cars, especially those who are most likely before the 80s, and I just think this is just so cool as a model, you know, because Hot Wheels nowadays, they release a lot of more JDM influenced cars, like something like, you know, the Evo 6, and then maybe you get a lot of Europeans like the Volvo right here, and then occasionally you will get something nice and American like the Grand National right here. So forgive me for saying this as a really refreshing experience to see something this old still getting produced by Hot Wheels with a new casting, and it's pretty much basically an updated casting of the 32 Ford, I think. So now let's take a look at the close look at the model, right? And let's focus on the livery here. So it says Mall London right here, and then CC, I think is, oh, it's not Ian Callum, it's Craig Callum. Yeah, Craig Callum. Sorry about that. Ian Callum is someone else. And 43 is his racing number, and there's the stripe on the hood right here, and then the casting itself, yeah, you can see the engines right there, the exhaust is right there, is the stinger pipe, I believe it's called a stinger pipe, and the interior you can see it from the top, and I believe this is actually a roll cage, and you can see on the seats there's like something that is actually Craig Callum's helmet that when he uses when he racing this thing right here, this Ford Model A. Now let's look at the front. Very detailed grille, very nice looking grille, and then the headlights is also nicely detailed as well. And as usual, because it's a skinny wheel front, Hot Wheels, they usually have this very massive spokes, or should I say massive tubes at the back of the wheel, and also the base, they had to make do with what they have for the engineering wise. So that's how they look on the front. Okay, then there's the other side. So the exhaust only goes out on one side, which is very interesting. Typically for these kind of hot rods, from what I know, they have both side exhaust. So this one only goes out on one side, really nice. And here's the other side, pretty much the same mirror as to the other side decals. And here's the rear. No details at the rear here because, well, I don't think there's any tail lights on this thing. So another thing about this car, so if you notice right here, you can see the axles is kind of oily. It's because just before I've tested this car on a downhill race in a local event over here that we sometimes do, and this car is quite surprisingly really fast at a downhill race. It might not be winning some sort of top performer, you know, like those RLC, Rockabye Baby, you know, Try Baby, or something else or other. But for a straight up open blister car, it's actually not bad in the downhill races. Even though it's really light, it weighs in around like 28, 29, depends on which batch of the Ford Model A you get. So since I said which batch of Ford Model A I get, there you go. This is the first time I got duplicates on screen. So let's compare, right? And from what I can see here, it might be hard to show on the camera, but if you look at the color, right, you can instantly tell one is more shiny, or should I say one is more brighter than the other. So you will get some kind of color variations. It's not really something to write home about, I think, because, well, maybe one is apply more paint than the other. So yeah, and I believe the base coat is different. This one says U03N. This one is U02N. So if you want a darker color, I believe you can go for the U02N. Bright color, you can go for the U03N. So I'm gonna just leave the brighter color here so it looks nicer on the camera. So overall, what I think of this casting, I think it's actually pretty cool. You know, for something that Hot Wheels hasn't done for quite a while. They didn't really do a lot of old school casting nowadays, save for the Hirohata Merc, which also it's a pretty good companion piece. I'm gonna just leave it on screen right here since I have one right there. Yeah, it's a pretty good companion piece, you know, to the Hirohata Merc. It's not focusing really well, but anyways, because this one is really bright. So yeah, I think this casting is actually not that bad, you know. Maybe it will be a pack warmer, who knows. Nowadays collectors maybe don't like this stuff anymore, but I think it's a really cool casting. I don't know why, it's just so cool to see something like this, especially the wheels. I really like the new wheels right here. As you can see, there's like 2 spokes in there to maintain the integrity, I believe. And just look how nice it rolls. It just looks so good. Yeah, so yeah, let me know what you think of this model. Just, you know, leave your thoughts, share the comments down below, see what you think about this model right here. Personally, so how will I give this model a review? I think maybe, you know, 7 out of 10, because I think the detail wise is actually not bad. I just want to see maybe some more uh, special colors. I think see what they can do. I know this is the first color, which I have no complaints about. I think this is a perfect first color. I kind of want to see this in like a jeans blue, like a old school dark blue. I want to see that. So yeah, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more models review to come, especially for the Hot Wheels side. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.